Paranormal Activity 3. We're doing this again.
Chances are, if you're not dead or been living under a rock for the past few years, you do know about the Paranormal Activity franchise. The phenomenon that caught on a couple years ago when a movie came out that scared the pants off of just about everybody. People were losing their minds over this movie, calling it the scariest movie of all time, screaming, crying, laughing, pretty much everything in the theater, because this movie was supposedly to them so scary. So I watched the first one, and I wasn't impressed. But then last night, I was at a Halloween party, and they're like, guys, let's watch Paranormal Activity 3. It'll be really scary. And so I was just kind of like, okay, what the heck? Maybe it's better. I'll watch it. Now, I feel like I need to tell you guys that I am not a Paranormal Activity person. You spend like 50 minutes, nothing happens in the movie, and then after that, you spend a while waiting for a door to move. And just like, that's not scary to me. It's like, oh my gosh, the ghost dropped a pan. Why? Why is that scary? Please somebody explain to me why that's scary, because I don't get it. It doesn't connect with me. So in this movie, it's basically the story of Katie when she was a wee little girl, and how her and the demon became best buds that would eventually possess her and kill her boyfriend. This is kind of the prequel to the prequel that the second one was. It's like the beginning of everything that happens in the Paranormal Activity franchise. Why this demon is haunting her. Why is it trying to possess her? Those kind of questions, which is kind of where it leads you to the questions it will answer. But of course, given that it's a Paranormal Activity movie, it doesn't answer any of those questions. And it gives you a bunch of cheap scares. This is the thing about these kind of movies. It's got the same Paranormal Activity crap where I'm staring at the screen for 10 minutes and it's shifting. It's got two rooms. It's got one room where the mom's sitting there making food for herself, and the other room is dark. And it's going back and forth and back and forth. In the one room, you don't even see anything, but one of the lights is flickering. You're like, it's a demon. And we go back and the mom's just doing her thing, and the demon's like, I'm here, I'm doing something, look at me. And we go back to the mom. And there's nothing, and that goes on for 10 minutes, and there's no payoff. It's like you get a cheap scare, like the electricity pops, and the mom screams. But it's something cheap like that. It's not, the demon actually doesn't actually do anything, which is a problem. Kind of why I don't like the Paranormal Activity franchise. Because I spend so long watching this, and the payoffs never reach the expectation that you want them to. You never get to see what they've been teasing you the whole time, which I don't get it. I don't like watching that kind of movie that will lead you on for forever and then not give you a payoff at the end. I don't like that. I'm not into those kind of movies. Apparently people are, because they keep paying to buy this crap. But it's not me. Finally, at the end, we get some intensity, we get some craziness. There are two intense scenes in this movie, the one at the very end, and there's one in the bedroom. Watch the bedroom. It's fun, it's crazy, but it's 10 minutes out of an hour and 30-minute movie, and it's just too little, too late for me. I've already been bored for so long, and then you get these two cool things that happen, and I'm just like, okay, those were cool, but it's not enough. The acting in this movie isn't bad. It's not good. No one stands out being either bad or good. I mean, the girls do a little good job with their little roles. The guy is, of course, an idiot, but it's Paranormal Activity. The man in the house is always a moron in these movies. But, I mean, I can't really talk about the acting because you know it's a Paranormal Activity movie, and the acting is not the point of a Paranormal Activity movie at all. The same thing goes for the story. It's Paranormal Activity. If you like Paranormal Activity, you're going to get Paranormal Activity. It's the same movie as the first one and the second one, even though I haven't seen the second one, but it's the same thing as the first one. And it's basically just camera, ghost, house, creepy little girl. That's the movie. That's the whole movie. I watched this with a bunch of friends because they wanted to put it in, wanted to see it, and they were all flipping out, throwing stuff in the sky, screaming, oh my gosh, look, it's that demon! And I'm sitting here going, that's my opinion watching the whole movie. As a final verdict on this thing, Paranormal Activity 3, if you like Paranormal Activity movies, you will like this movie. It will scare you, you will be freaked out by it, good for you. But if you're like me, and you are not a Paranormal Activity fan, you think it's dumb, this movie's not going to change your mind. Because, as I said, it's got your Paranormal Activity plot, it's got your Paranormal Activity cheap scares, and it's got your Paranormal Activity we're not ever going to show you anything that happens, you just have to make it up by yourself. We're going to tease you the whole movie and not give you a payoff. Oh yeah, and it's got a Paranormal Activity crap ending that doesn't explain anything. That's the movie. So if you like Paranormal Activity movies, go see this. You can't really see it in the theater anymore, but buy the DVD, watch it with friends, watch it alone. If you don't like Paranormal Activity movies, you can watch it with friends, but I wouldn't recommend watching it by yourself. You'll just get bored and stop watching it. Verdict? This movie's a 2 out of 5 for me. If you're a Paranormal Activity fan, it's probably more of a 3 or a 4. But for me, nah. It's just a 2. Not worth watching unless you got other people watching it with you. Alright, so if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, give me a like, give me a comment, and stay tuned because there will be more movie reviews coming.